And joining me now back in the studio, Make Love and War is here. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good to see you all. Were all of you guys at Adler's Appetite last Monday?
I don't think all of us made it.
Some of you were, though, right?
I was. Sandra was.
Some of you, I heard through the grapevine, were hanging out with Steven Adler after the show.
I got a chance to hang out with Steven Adler after the show, and it was killer.
I'm just going to say this up front because I don't think it's any big secret. But as soon as he got there for a sound check, went right back behind the bar, grabbed some Jaeger. Started dumping shots down his throat. How was the after party with Steven Adler?
It was amazing.
Yeah,
he has his own private room back in his tour bus. So I got a chance to hang out with him for like a good hour chat and hang about. He was telling me stories about growing up and going to middle school / and all different sort of stuff. And
did you get to play with him?
I got to jam out with this whole band. Yeah, we did almost the entire Alice in Chains catalog. We did Foo Fighters, Stone Temple Pilots, you name it. It ended about 4:30 in the morning.
Wow, they were all cool dudes, man. They were all very cool.
Really nice. Chipsy Nuff. Nuffsy Nuff's in the
band.
Yeah. He doesn't say much. The only thing I heard all night from him was pass that joint.
Chip, yeah.
Cool guys. It was an awesome jam session. Definitely will never forget it.
Very cool, man. Well, let's meet all you guys. Of course, we have before, but go ahead and say hi. Tell us who you are and what you do for the band.
Okay, well, I'm Cujo. I'm the lead singer and I play rhythm guitar.
I'm Chuck, and I'm the new drummer for Make Love and War.
I'm Sandra. I sing other half the leads with Brian.
I'm Ilya, and I play the other half of the guitars with Brian.
They only play half guitars in this band. It's wild.
Well, we turned it on medium.
I'm Tom. I play bass.
Cool. So all you guys playing tomorrow night at the corner of Bourbon Street, of course, and we can thank you guys for actually bringing Jimi Ha in. You guys made that connection.
You know, I just met him maybe 6-8 weeks ago at Bourbon Street. And
he is a good dude.
He's such a nice guy. And we threw some back, had a really great time and a really great night. And at the end of the night, I said, hey, why don't you do a show with us? And he was like, just tell me when. So
that's amazing.
On Facebook next day, and next thing you know, we actually wanted to do the show initially with Nicky Barband and Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yeah.
Because they share the same lead guitar, Silent Styles. So, but then we couldn't get the whole thing together properly, and then he couldn't get everybody else from the band because they had some other commitment or whatever. And I said, hey, man, how about we just do a couple songs with you? We'll be your backing band. So we're going to do High and Do Right with him.
I was going to say, tomorrow he's doing an acoustic set, but he's going to rock the full plugged-in songs with you guys, huh?
Yeah, so we'll finish off his set.
Wow, that's fun. Cool. You guys have had some cool stuff of your own going on. Like number one, the new music video, which is awesome, you guys. That must have been fun to make, huh?
That was a blast.
Is everybody into the video thing, or?
Well, it was very intense.
Yeah?
It was a good 6 or 7 hours of intense filming live. And then I brought Joe Granado from Eat Your Neighbors, did that video.
Yeah.
So I brought him all of the stock footage. And then I had like a one-page treatment that I came to him with. And said, how fast can we throw this together? Because we were trying to both do minimal effort, and have maximum product.
I saw a Noise in the Basement T-shirt in there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
That was intentional.
So what were you guys doing? Were you guys actually like lip syncing and like faking guitar and drums and all that good stuff, or were you guys actually playing to the song?
Well, the song was just blasting through the PA, and we were pantomiming. And there's a couple things we did in there that we don't normally do live, just showing off with the camera.
So you're also a killer air guitar player, is what you're telling me. Yes? Awesome. Wow. 5-1. Why did you guys pick that song? It's a Doors tune, but it's not. You guys didn't do it the traditional way. I would say. Is that fair to say?
We did much more of like a hard rock version. I would say. Yeah. I've always been a huge fan of the Doors. It was something that we just did offhand one time and one show. What was that, like Club Soda?
Yeah.
And we didn't even. We were doing it with a bass player that we were auditioning at the time. We just made it up on the spot. No one even knew if they knew the song. I mean, I did, but other than that,
I didn't.
And we just did it on the spot. It came out really good. And then we look at what happened with getting Osama bin Laden, the Arab Spring that's going on in the world. I thought it's a song about revolution. In 1968 or 69, whenever they wrote it, there were 5 people over the age of 24, or under the age of 24 for every one over it. And so the song is about revolution, overthrowing the government. And I thought, how perfect. Let's do...
timing, right?
Yeah. So that was the other reason why we were trying to minimize effort, was we needed to get the thing out while it was still relevant.
Yeah. You guys, we're going to play the song actually right now, but you guys are also part of something called the Baltimore Flash Mob, and I want people to hear about this, so we'll talk about that in a second. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, let's play 5-1 right now. Make Love and War is on Baltimore's 98 Rock.
Get together
One more time.
Make Love and War on Naughty Rock. That's their version of 5 to 1, which has a video. And you can see that where? Is that on the Facebook page?
Yes, it is, as well as MakeLoveAndWar.com.
Make Love and War. I could feel you channeling some Joe Morrison.
I love Jim Morrison.
Who's Joe? Joe is his less successful brother that nobody knew about.
It's been 40 years since he passed away.
Right, he's still flashing dudes everywhere. Morrison was pardoned, by the way. Did you know that for the flashing thing?
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
I guess never too late, huh? So you guys, in addition to that video, are you already thinking about a new video or working on a new video right now? Did I hear that?
Yeah, we're going in Tuesday, actually, to finish up some recording for the new song, The Journey.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a spoof of The Amazing Race. So it's going to be an amazing race to get messed up.
Love it.
And drunks versus the stoners.
All right.
So half the band likes to imbibe a little bit on the alcohol, and half the band likes to smoke.
All right,
and
I think I know which. You can usually tell by looking at it, right? I can usually tell.
That's a good webcam.
Next time you guys are in there, we're going to play that game. So don't tell me. We're going to play that game. And it's going to be a contest. We'll put a prize up, and you guys will win it if I'm wrong. Is that cool?
That's great.
All right. But before you guys go, tell me about the Baltimore Flash Mob, because that was kind of your brainchild.
Yeah, it is
right?
mine, but how about you take it over, Tom?
It was your brainchild, and I feel like I was one of the first people to hear about it. Brian called me up. He had a few. I can always tell because he
hey, now you're giving away that stoners versus drunks.
My bad.
He didn't say a few
say a
you know?
But, yeah. So I could tell he was really, really super excited because he kept repeating himself. He's like, I got this brilliant idea. It's called the Baltimore Flash Mob, and we're going to make a Facebook page. And I talked to Matt Davis, and I talked to all these bands.
It's brilliant. It really is. It's a brilliant idea.
I was just like, yeah, man, that's awesome. So I started throwing out some ideas. He's like, that's a good idea. I have to remember that. So, yeah. So, you know.
The idea behind it now is that if the musicians don't support each other, then why should anybody else?
Right. And it started out as a basic underground network of musicians supporting each other. With all the bands that we were already friends with, who already came out to support us and knew the deal. We'll be out there to support you. You'll be out to support them.
Yeah.
And the whole idea was to just go to them and say, who do you know who mutually supports you that I don't know? Invite them to the Flash Mob, and let's see this thing grow out. You know,
it's kind of an invite thing only, right?
Invite only.
So if you went in on this thing, talk to Brian tomorrow at the show.
Exactly. Or send me a Facebook request, a friend's request, facebook.com/makeloveandwar, and put in Baltimore Flash Mob into the message.
Cool.
And then we'll talk. We'll start a dialogue.
Where is the music available, guys, real quick, and where can we find you on the web?
Anything that has Make Love and War. So whether it's twitter.com, facebook.com, MySpace, which isn't even relevant, Reverb Nation.
I think my grandfather was on MySpace at one time.
But if you just put Make Love and War at the end of it, or MakeLoveandWar.com, you'll find it all there. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Actually, we're doing the bucket next, so you guys can hang through that if you like. We'll take a quick break, and we're back with more on Noise in the Basement right after this.
98 Rock Radio Activity. Look for 98 Rock Monday night for Noise in the Basement live at the Quarter at Bourbon Street. Matt Davis is your host.